Some people are gonna tell you to show up just as you are, just like this. And some people are gonna tell you to show up wet hair. Maybe you feel more comfortable in your glasses. And there's no right or wrong way if this is what makes you feel comfortable. And there's nothing wrong with this. And maybe you feel more comfortable with makeup or without makeup. It's mostly up to, number one, your style. And then again, you may feel better just like this without. And while you're at it, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you're notified each time I go live. Okay, let's dig into today's message. So I'm gonna go over 7 tips for you guys. And you're gonna wanna stay to the end because I feel like the end is gonna summarize everything. Tip number 1. And this is a big tip, you guys. Even though I just went over all of the looks and the different outward appearances that you can do, it's not just about your looks. It's so much more that people connect to. Tip number 2, the big thing that people connect to is people connect to the whole experience. And what I mean by that is everything about you is what people are drawn to. Your personality, the way that you talk, the way that you move, the way that you dress, the outward, but also the inward. People are drawn to your beliefs and who you are as a whole package. And so you really shouldn't aim to change any of that. I know that our world tells us, you know, you need to do this, you need to look like this, and you need to, you know, be perfect. And this is what the world wants to see. But if you really were to look at the most famous actors, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they told him for years that he was not going to be successful because of his thick accent. They told Oprah she was not going to be good at having her own talk show because she was a Black woman. And these people pushed past it anyway. And guess what? We all connect to exactly everything about them that makes up who they are. God only created one you. And when you fully step into that, that is your secret sauce. That is your recipe. So tip number 3, people connect to your energy, not just your outward appearance. And by that, I mean, you could be really upbeat and, you know, some people are really drawn to that. Like,
I know I have a lot of energy and sometimes it's too much for some people.
But there are other people that are
more monotone and more low key.
And people connect with that as well. And that's okay, right? Tip number 4, people connect with your authentic personality. And that means your quirks and all. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Because sometimes we think that we need to fix. I know for me, I need to stop saying so much.
Which, yes, I need to tone it down a little bit.
Because it can get a little bit annoying even for my own self. But really, truly, don't change who you are and your personality to fit some sort of character. Because to be honest, there is no real character, right? And it's all subjective because everyone has a different style and different opinion, right? Number 5, people connect with your voice. And that one sounds so crazy, but I don't know about you, but there's certain people, I just love to hear their voice. Some people's voice really calms me down.
Other people's voice inspires me.
And some, like my husband, has certain artists that he just loves listening to, and a lot about just the tone in their voice. And so remember, bringing your authentic everything about you is, as I just said, your secret recipe. And I want to keep reiterating that because I can't be you. You and I can make the same sort of YouTube video. And it's if you are stepping into who and just being, not even necessarily stepping into, right? Just allowing yourself to really shine who you are and who God created you to be. Our videos are going to be very, very different. And guess what? It isn't really competition when it's like that, right? Because you can only do you. I can only do me. Number 6, People connect with your style and your delivery of your message. What one person will connect with, not everyone will, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe, and so remember that you are not everyone's cup of tea. And guess what? They are not yours either. And number 7, you guys, this is the grand finale. And truly, I feel very strongly about this of anything in this video. And that is, the more comfortable you are, the more comfortable your client is, the more comfortable your audience is, the more comfortable your people are, and the people that you're working with, whatever that case may be. If you're in front of the camera, that is the more comfortable your audience is going to be. Because the more that you stay in your personality, the more you give others permission to be also who God created them to be. And how wonderful is that? And remember, you don't have to respond to every critic, because the truth is, everyone has an opinion and you can't possibly please everyone. And so I hope today's video gave you some incredible soul food and grace for your journey, gave you permission to step forward, quirks and all. And if you have not started your YouTube channel or even the business that you've always wanted to start, I want to encourage you today to start. And it doesn't have to be big. Baby steps go a long ways. Remember, lots of small steps, when added together, makes a whole staircase, okay? So you guys, I just want to encourage you. I know that you clicked on this video on purpose for a purpose, and there's a reason that you listened to this all the way to the end. And if you just stay tuned for a little while longer, I'll show you some, I like to share some of my bleeps and some of my outtakes so that you also know that filming YouTube videos, you're gonna mess up. Allow yourself to mess up, and just know and trust that the people that are going to be drawn to you are exactly who it is that you want in your tribe anyway. Those people that are not connected to, don't worry about those. Instead, focus on the people that you can serve and that do connect with you, okay? Much love to you. Be blessed, and don't forget, so make sure you're always being you. And if that means taking off a mask, then feel free to do that. Lots of love. We are moving into post, that I want to break up with oh my goodness. Okay, well-being to through these focus through these series through, oh my goodness. Okay. Lord, have your way, Lord, have your way.
Please stay to the end.
You recorded that?